These three live in the same universe: hot cheese, salt, starch, and comfort. But they behave completely differently in the mouth because their structures are built on different rules. Fondue is an emulsion system. Nachos are a moisture and crunch timing system. And a loaded cheddar baked potato is a steam and starch system. If you know the science, you can predict which one will stay perfect, which one will collapse, and how to fix each. Start with cheese fondue. Fondue wins on mouthfeel because it's designed to be smooth. A proper fondue is a controlled emulsion where cheese fat is suspended in a liquid phase, usually wine or broth, with starch helping stability. The big pro is consistency. Dip after dip, it stays glossy and coats evenly. The downside is fragility. Fondue breaks when heat is too high or when the cheese is added too fast. Overheating makes proteins seize and fat separate into oil. That's why fondue can go from silky to greasy in a minute if the burner is aggressive. The fix is gentle heat and gradual cheese additions, plus a little starch like cornstarch to keep the fat and water cooperating. Now, loaded nachos. Nachos win on contrast. The brain loves contrast more than it loves cheese. Crunch against melt is the hit. The pro is the first bite. When nachos are fresh, you get loud crisp, warm cheese pull, and salty pop in a single mouthful. The con is time. Nachos have an expiration clock because chips absorb moisture from cheese, salsa, and steam. That absorption destroys crisp. Nachos don't fail because the cheese is bad. They fail because water migrates into the chips. The fix is layering strategy. Sauce and wet toppings go under or on the side. Cheese goes in thin melts, and chips should be baked briefly first to drive off surface moisture so they resist sogginess longer. Crisp first, melt second, wet last. Now the loaded cheddar baked potato. The potato is a pressure system. Inside the potato is steam, and steam is what makes the interior fluffy. The pro is resilience and comfort. A baked potato stays satisfying even as it cools because starch gel holds structure. The con is texture risk. If the potato is wrapped too tightly or steamed instead of baked, the skin goes soft and you lose the crisp shell contrast. Also, when you add cheddar directly to a super hot potato, it can split, oil separation, because the fat melts fast and pools before it emulsifies with anything. The fix is to add a binder moment. A small spoon of butter or sour cream first, then cheese. That fat and water mix helps cheese melt into a creamy coat instead of an oily slick. So which is best? If you want the most controlled restaurant smooth cheese experience, fondue wins, but you must protect it from heat spikes. If you want the loudest viral crunch moment and the strongest first impression,